Hello, my name is Rachel Fabri, and I'm really excited because I've just finished recording my solo debut album called Forever Yours. The genre of music on this album is musical theatre meets classical crossover. These are my two favourite genres, so to be able to mix them up together has been a delight and a first for me, and I've thrown in a few traditional tunes in there as well. The music on the album features some of my favourite songs, some of my favourite musical theatre songs, some of my favourite classical crossover songs. Some are quite well known and some are lesser known, so there's a really nice combination on there. And the way in which we've recorded is very raw, very acoustic, because I wished for the listener to feel as though I'm there with them in their living room, giving them a live performance. I've been really fortunate to have some incredibly talented local musicians involved in this album. I've had a very good friend of mine, Kevin Spiteri, as the guitarist on one of the songs, and I've also had the very talented Dr. Veronique Vella as my pianist. And I've also been lucky enough to have another pianist on the album called Ramona Zamit Formosa, and her lovely husband Silvio Zamit, who also played the flute. I've also been really lucky to have Simon Abdullah Joslin on the cello and the amazing Anne-Marie Camilleri Podesta on the harp as well. The idea to create this album was sparked in my mind a few years back when I realized that I've been really lucky to have certain people in my life. Some of them are still with us on earth, some are in heaven, but I realized through the making of this album that I've been really lucky to have known and loved them and for them to have been part of my life. And thanks to these very special angels, that's where the idea for the album came. I recorded the album in Malta, which was a first for me because even though I've done a few random recordings over the years in Malta, this was obviously a whole album, and I'm used to recording with the quartet that I form part of, All Angels in England, so it was a very different experience to record it in Malta. I did miss the girls fooling around, obviously, in the recording studio, but at the same time it was a really nice personal experience to be able to do it in Malta too. I chose the songs very specifically. There are a few songs that I came across, for example, when I was studying musical theatre in the UK at Guildford School of Acting, and I came across an amazing song called Forever Yours, which is coincidentally also the name of the album. It's from a musical called Once on This Island, and the words, the lyrics in that song encompass the entire message of the album, basically. So when I was at GSA, I was lucky enough to come across that score, and I said this has to go on the album. And there are some other songs that I specifically selected because I really wanted, for example, a traditional song on the album, so I decided to choose It's a Rosebud in June, which was shown to me many years ago by my first singing tutor, Julian Zammit, who I'm very thankful for. And I said this has to go on the album because I absolutely adore it. And apart from that, I'm really thankful because David Downs, an amazing arranger in the UK, also gave me his blessing to sing his arrangement of Scarborough Fair, so that's also on the album. I'd like to say to the listeners that I really hope you enjoy this album. I'm very excited for you all to hear it, and it's been such a delight performing these songs and recording them, and I'm really looking forward to actually performing them in my upcoming launch concerts. I've got the Malta launch on the 8th of August this year, and the UK launch, which will be held at the Pheasantry in London on the 17th October. Hope to see you there.